unfortunately, well, I'll start with the fortunate part. We have a lot of landlords in the city who do things right. They provide great service to our city, and people who either have to or choose to rent. That's the good news. The bad news is we have some landlords, their numbers are smaller, as I mentioned in the meeting, and they're just about collecting money off of rentals, and so therefore, we need to do something. We need to do something to force those people to bring their properties up to code and inhabitable for anybody who chooses to live in them. But if we don't have some kind of a vehicle to do that, then we can't enforce it if there's nothing there to enforce. I think the fact that the last time we had a major redoing of the landlord rules, that's back in the 70s, that's a long time ago. And as I mentioned in the meeting, several of the property owners or the rental unit owners, that contacted us, their requests were reasonable. However, when we listened to the report tonight from our legal staff, I felt that all those questions were answered. I understand the landlord's fears. It's like, well, if they put something in there, now it's going to cost me a whole lot of money to have to bring things up to speed. If it's a reasonable thing, there's a good chance they're already there, or most of the way there to start with. But if not, the city has made it very clear that they're willing to work with the landlords and see that it all works out. This is not a punishment to them. And why would we do that? Because they really are providing a good service to our city, a needed service to our city. So mostly it's about updating the code so that, in fact, if we have what I call slumlords, that we have some way of forcing them to do it better.
Well, I feel we accomplished what we set out to do, and that is to buy some more time so we could review some of the issues that are at stake and maybe get some wording changes that makes it a little bit more clarified for both city staff as well as our association and landlords in general. We would like to be supportive. There's a lot of things in the code that I think when it comes to health and safety, I think they're good things. There are also some things in the code that would make it a challenge for us, such as hardwired smoke detectors on a middle floor, that type of thing. We want to work out, make sure we have the correct language to make that workable for older properties in Dubuque. And there's a number of other issues that we just don't quite have enough clarity on. But our goal is to be able to offer support for this once we get everything clarified from our standpoint.